Hi guys, this is Miss Littles, and we are starting this lesson on expanding or distributive property. So I want you to write that down. If you don't have this worksheet, write down expanding or distributive property. So the first problem says for parentheses k -5 or -5. Okay, write that down. And what does that mean? We know that when we have an integer, which is a negative or positive number, next to a parentheses, it means to multiply. But we also, in multiplication, means groups, right? So let's write down that for parentheses k -5, which you wrote down, also means 4 sets of k -5. Write that down. All right, let's take a look at the illustration. We've used rectangles and squares to represent integers and variables. Rectangles, of course, are the variables. Squares are the integers. This illustration, though, combines all of the integers into one square. So you know how we'd have 5 squares? 5. They have 1, which equals -5. Okay, so this is k -5, but we need 4 sets of them. 4 sets of the k, 4 sets of the -5. And notice that they even changed the order. And what property is that called when we can change the order of addition? Commutative property. Very good. Okay, so we have 4 sets of the k, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sets of the -5. So let's write that out. 4 parentheses, and in 7th grade, we use parentheses to show multiplication, for algebra especially. 4 sets of k, and then between expressions we need a sign, so we're going to put the sign of the 4, positive 4 times the k. Okay. All right, so again, the order is changed, that doesn't matter. So 4 times -5, -5, -5, that's -10, plus another -5, that's -15, -20. 4 times -5, positive times a negative is a negative. 4 sets of 5 is 20. And then plus 4k, which means 4 k's. And guess what? That's the answer. So easy. Not easy, actually. We have to work hard. I mean, nothing's actually easy. We just do our work and we remember. Okay. All right, so let's go to our next illustration. It shows a method that you should, in fact, be more familiar with. So let's write down we're going to skip the first one, although you can write it down. It would have required more tiles from me, and I didn't want to take the time in this video. Announcements are coming on imminently. Okay, 2 sets of 3x - 1. Write that down. 2 parentheses, 3x - 1, and then let's draw our tiles. So we have 1x, 2x, 3x's, and then we have a -1. But we need 2 sets of this. So that's 1, 2, 3 x's, 3 more x's, and then we need a -1. So what do we have here? So we have how many x's? 2, 4, 6 x's and -2. That's just the answer. Isn't that just so logical? So let's write out 2 sets of 3x - 1. Oops. Okay. And then let's do the algorithm, which is our process. 2 times 3x, or 2 sets of 3x. And that's 2, and draw the little line. And then positive 2 times -1. All right. So let's multiply it. 2 times 3x is 6 x's. And 2 times -1 is -2. Now let's go down to the example problems you're going to write down. And then I'm going to show you the answer. Don't write down the answers yet. Okay, write the problems down. And then here are the answers. Here are the examples. Write them down, press pause. And then I'm going to move this, and here are the answers. And then that will tell you if you understand. Oh boy.